Hello, my friends. No network with Katya. Para pa 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 para pa. These are the 5 things that were very, very difficult and unusual for me and put me really outside my comfort zone. First of all, number one that really was like made me literally sick is the fire inside the home. So some of the homes, they have kitchen inside, and kitchen, it means fire inside the home, and it burns. They just like burn it for a couple of hours. It doesn't burn the whole time, the whole night, but still it produces the smoke. And because there's no kind of the air doesn't flow that much, it's just one door, there's no big airflow, the smoke out of the fire stays in the home. And these guys, they sleep in the smoke. So one night in the smoke, I had problems with my nose, my sinuses get blocked, I had headache, then I had fever, and actually it was not very fun experience. I didn't expect this, and that was maybe the most difficult thing for me. And after this, I have changed the home to a house which is without kitchen. It was just like a very simple basic one, and that was much better, of course. Number 2 is the water. Most of the houses, they don't have water supply or water, so people go and wash and shower and drink by the river. And the river, it can be 5 minutes away from the village, or it can be 10 minutes or 15 minutes away from the village. This is also very difficult for us. Of course, you can survive without shower. I think what was difficult for me is brushing my teeth, and especially in this country where everyone chews betel nut, and everyone's teeth is very red or dark, and you become very aware of your teeth hygiene. I really wanted to have good hygiene, but it's difficult in the night when there's no light as well, that you go to the river and brush your teeth with the river water, where everyone washes off their painting or do the laundry. That was not fun, and I had to use, of course, my water bottle, but it was not fun and comfortable. And speaking about water and toothbrushing, let's speak also about hygiene. Hygiene is very different here. Maybe, I don't know if it really exists as a term here. People are not very much used to soap or to wash, basically just to wash their hands, and just very basic hygiene. And this is also very, very difficult for us, especially when people see you're tourist and they want to handshake with you. I really don't like handshaking. Really, I don't. Oh my God, no, I don't want to handshake. Just fist bump, it's enough, or just a wave with a smile, that's enough. But handshake, oh my God. It's really like, it's not like us where after every time we go to washroom we have to wash our hands, or before eating we have to wash our hands, or after eating we have to wash our hands. It's not like this. Soap is not very much common here, so that was also challenging for me. Another thing that was also difficult, and it might be dangerous, are the insects which are in the house. And depending on the latitude and where exactly you are, you might have different insects. And insects, I don't speak about mosquitoes, because mosquitoes are everywhere, and yes, they are dangerous because here there is malaria and dengue. But you can use spray, or you can just cover a lot with a blanket, and that will be alright. Problem are the spiders and the scorpions. David and our driver, Bigfoot, were bitten by a scorpion. Of course, Bigfoot is a local guy and it's different, but David was bitten and his wound got worse and worse and worse. And if you don't have the proper treatment with antibiotic cream, then it can get very dangerous and not actually very pleasant. It's not hurting, it's not itching, but it's just an open wound in the jungle. Yeah, it's not fun. So be aware of this, always wear long sleeves, and just be very cautious. See where you're sleeping, have a mosquito net, although it will not help. As I see in my room, inside the mosquito net there was a spider. So yeah, it's not fun for us. And the last thing, number 5, that was kind of difficult, is the electricity. Yes, without electricity you can survive 1, 2, 3 days, but just to charge up your phone, It is important, especially when you're traveling. You need your phone and you need your internet. Another thing is, in the night, the sunset here is very early, so after 6:30 it's getting slowly dark and cold. There's no generator. You're just left with the fire and the torch of your phone, if your phone still has battery, of course. So that was kind of difficult, so you always have to plan where to charge, when to charge, how much to use your phone or camera if you take pictures, and that was not easy. And also after 6:30, 7 o'clock, it's dark, so most of the people just go to their homes, and very early they go to bed. And of course sunrise is also very early. By 5:30 there is sunrise, so you wake up early, which is nice. But of course electricity is an issue, especially nowadays, especially when you're traveling. I recommend it. I know it's very difficult, but then you really understand what is important and you really start to appreciate the small things. You appreciate the lights, the lamp, you appreciate to charge your phone, you appreciate the water, and every shower is just a blessing. And that makes you really aware, and makes you grateful, and makes you just thankful to all of these things, and you really appreciate them, and then you also become happy. I think it's nice. It's challenging. You can survive, of course we can survive for a couple of days, but on the long term I think it will be very, very difficult. That were my main challenges in the local house in Papua New Guinea. I think I became stronger after this, for sure. I'm not scared to repeat it. I can repeat it now when I know what to expect, and now when I know how to be prepared. But when there's no other option, of course I'll do it. But if there is an option, yeah. But what I won't do is the fire and the smoke inside. That was the worst thing ever. This I will not repeat. I would rather sleep outside. Yes, that was the worst thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for staying with me. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye, and don't forget to subscribe.